What if I told you that the weird dream you had last night, the one where you were flying through your childhood home and bumping into your grandmother and old school friends, might reveal something meaningful about who you are? Stay with me because research suggests this isn't just a myth. We've all been there. You wake up from a bizarre dream and wonder, what was that all about? For over a century, psychologists have asked the same question. Do these nightly mental movies actually reflect something about our personalities? Here's what's fascinating, and this might surprise you about your own dreams. A groundbreaking 2025 study in Scientific Reports by Balch and colleagues followed 124 people for 2 weeks, tracking both their daily lives and their dreams. What they found will change how you think about your nighttime adventures. People higher in neuroticism, that's the tendency to experience stress, worry, and emotional ups and downs more intensely, were significantly more likely to dream about close relatives like parents, siblings, and family members. It's like their brains were using sleep time to process those deeper emotional bonds. Meanwhile, highly extroverted people, your outgoing social butterflies who get energized by being around others, more often dreamed of friends. But here's the twist that caught researchers off guard. Those same extroverts were actually less likely to dream about strangers. Instead, it was people high in openness to experience, the creative, curious, let's try something new types, who saw unknown faces in their dreams more often. It's as if their minds were using sleep to explore uncharted social territory. Think about that for a second. Your brain isn't just randomly tossing characters into a weird nighttime story. Even in sleep, it's reflecting the same social preferences that guide you when you're awake. Extroverts prioritize their existing friendships, even in dreams. Creative, open people use their dream time to meet new minds, but the personality connections go way deeper than just who shows up in your dreams. Dream emotions reveal even more about who you are. Research by Malinowski shows that the emotions you feel in dreams excitement, fear, embarrassment, that heart pounding panic when you realize you're naked in public tend to mirror exactly how you manage emotions in waking life. If you're someone who often dreams about being chased, missing crucial deadlines, or feeling completely unprepared, that's not random. It's actually echoing how your personality responds to stress when you're awake. Are you starting to see the pattern? Your dreams are like a nightly personality test that you never signed up for. But here's where it gets even more mind blowing, and this discovery completely flipped how researchers think about dreams. A fascinating 2022 study by Tumunen and colleagues in the British Journal of Psychology found something counterintuitive. When we see less of our loved ones during the day, we're actually more likely to dream about them at night. Dreams aren't just replaying our daily experiences, they're filling in emotional gaps. When your mom, your best friend, or your partner isn't physically present, your brain uses dream time to maintain those crucial emotional bonds. It's like your subconscious has its own relationship maintenance system that kicks in while you sleep. Think of it this way, dreams work a bit like a nightly personality test you can't cheat on, much like how projective tools such as the famous Rorschach inkblot test, where you describe what you see in random ink splotches, reveal underlying tendencies. Your brain weaves random neural activity into stories that reflect how you think, feel, and connect with others. The difference is, this test happens automatically every night. So here's the question that's probably on your mind. How can you actually use this for yourself? Here's a simple research backed way to decode what your dreams reveal about your personality. Try this for just 1 week. I promise it's easier than it sounds. First, keep a notepad by your bed and jot down any recurring dream themes the moment you wake up. Are you constantly searching for something? Flying? Getting lost? Meeting familiar faces? Running late? These aren't random, they're reflecting deeper patterns in how your mind works. Second, pay special attention to the emotions in those dreams, not just the weird storylines. That feeling of confidence when you're soaring through the air, or that crushing anxiety when you can't find the exam room, that's where the strongest link to your personality lies. Those emotions in your dreams are often more authentic than how you present yourself during the day. Third, compare your dream self to your waking self. Are you braver in dreams than in real life? More anxious? More social? That contrast can reveal hidden sides of your personality that don't always show up when you're awake and filtered. Dreams won't hand you a ready made personality profile like those online quizzes, but their patterns can show you something much more valuable: how your mind naturally processes experiences, handles stress, and expresses creativity when all your conscious filters are completely turned off. And here's something that might blow your mind. Researchers are finding that people who pay attention to these dream patterns actually become more self aware in their waking lives. It's like having access to your own personal psychological laboratory every single night. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the most memorable or recurring dream you've had? When you think about it through this new lens, does it connect to your personality in a way you hadn't thought about before? Share it in the comments. I genuinely want to read your stories and see what patterns emerge. So, have a good sleep and sweet dreams.